Неч някой слуша. Ама...
It's locked.
Не бе, говоря на хората в стрима, които не ме гледат. Стримам в YouTube. О, но. Чакай да гледам дали имам зрители. Ма знам, че нямам. Защото не ми трябва да имам. Не ми трябва, какво ще се разправям?
Good evening, sir.
I've already...
That's quite a blunt.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Doctor.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as...
You have a keen eye.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed.
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
I met him in New York.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
Стрима върви ли върви? О, не, тук има всякакви урфлици. 18 лева. Ти мут ли си? Как си сменям оръжието?
Best turn around, you. Oi! Didn't you hear me? It's a leech! Kill it! He's too fucking fast! Over there! There's one of them! We have to stop it! Hey, monster!
Когда влазся? Andiamo, Vlasa, se non è no. Fu?
It ain't human! Get your weapons ready! We found one!
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert! Stop it! I won't end up another drunk hole. Not me.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to...
What? You saw...
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to...
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer.
What can you...
Nothing to say.
You mean...
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job.
You don't have anywhere to...
Not since the death of my wife.
Perhaps...
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up right.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy?
Funny, I've been searching for her too.
Really?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an... I
What?
swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that... I'm sick in...
A gun? Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss. Name's Albert.
Do you need assistance?
Please.
There you go. Let's hope no...
Very funny.
Do you...
Never heard of him.
What happened?
Hey, I didn't do any...
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the...
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town.
I said sod off.
Goodbye.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested?
Actually...
Then you have come to the right place.
Oh, really?
Ah, my brother has spoken. I don't like to...
Competition?
Never met her, but it seems she provides...
Tell me,
The region itself is...
what
Most of the
is that?
Cadogan baits, without a doubt. The bloody bath...
Goodbye. Good evening.
I'm afraid...
What is it, Benjamin?
The doctors called me a liar. A coward.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit.
What do you want?
Good evening, sir.
There is no door.
I'm afraid this...
Really? Well, I'm afraid...
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I cannot enter. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Welcome, sir.
I am Dr. Reed.
Doctor? Nurse
Yes, she's a nurse.
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name.
That doesn't explain why she...
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical...
As a merchant, you see...
Well, you mean besides the epidemic?
Violent.
Yeah.
Where did this happen?
In a closed...
Have you been?
No.
How is business?
Business? I have no...
I see.
It's no secret.
Goodbye for... Excuse me.
Another journalist?
I'm not a journalist.
A doctor?
Really?
I'm Joe Peterson's son.
May I
I'll
ask?
do whatever...
How did you become the local bully?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards.
A job?
So I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks.
You survive at...
I don't care what you think, sir.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your...
Oh, do you really think he's the poor Vic?
According...
Not familiar with
this part...
Totally.
Goodbye. Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed.
Sorry, no, sir.
Your father is worried about you, boy.
So my father actually worries about... Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
So,
I'm not
forgive me.
Why should I?
This place is awful.
That's exactly what my father says.
If life here is so...
I don't go outside.
So that's why you stay at home?
I'm not afraid of disease or death.
How do you...
I'm fine. My father is...
Your father and Mr. Lewis...
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever...
Have you tried...
I don't go out of...
But you...
Am I not?
Goodbye, young...
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Протаражи кажется, пыльёсь хочешь.
Soaked with glue.
It's locked. It's locked, all right. So, may I ask...
I'm not bothered.
Good. Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my...
I am Dr. Jonathan...
A scientist.
Would
All's
quite a...
Well, you...
What do you...
All's
Quite a...
Well, you...
Well,
As a doctor...
what do you mean?
The beast is...
I... Good evening.
It's fu...
Have you...
No.
You sent him...
As a true, but...
Where did you...
I said...
What do you...
Also...
Quite a
Well,
job.
you...
Well,
As a doctor...
what do you mean?
The beast...
Really?
We must fight the...
What is left...
Cleansing.
Tell me, Tobias. What exactly is your plan concerning...
God will recognize his own.
Purification by...
Your lack of faith is pretty...
You're mad.
My son, if you think Sal...
Joseph...
Vicar Larrabee...
I have heard it.
You will all be judged for your sins.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry.
Dr. Reed.
I heard you're investigating.
Not much, I'm afraid.
I'm a doctor, Mr.
Are
Dunn.
you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that...
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine...
I don't know much about the man.
He has
No.
Where can I find?
He spends most of...
He never go...
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed...
Really?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before...
Have you any...
I've had to run...
I must confess,
I'll remember to stay away from the districts.
Why are they...
There's a war...
If no one stops it, this epidemic could
Yes.
What is a journalist doing?
He goes where none of...
So you...
Whitechapel?
That's quite...
Not at all.
Goodbye. Good evening. I know... Melia, I know you work for Dorothy. A stubborn and... I know you... Very well. The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
The walls of your home.
Oh, Richard.
Good evening, sir.
Please be my guest. Although...
Really?
I'm a poet, sir.
May I...
Not a...
If you...
Thank you, Doctor. But I... Oh, I should have...
What are you...
Terrible.
What are you
Do
talking...
you remember London before the flu?
Peaceful.
Most people fail to understand.
Are you aware?
But this is where...
I understand.
I don't care.
If some...
Well, you've...
Did you know the mute florist?
No, I didn't. But I thank you...
Are you not...
That girl has...
I fear...
Guilty as...
Tell me,
The place is not beautiful.
do you not...
On the...
What can you...
Not much.
And have you ever tried to...
Maybe I prefer...
Perhaps
One day.
in what...
The struggle by...
If you say so.
Such vibrant...
Vivid.
Oh, yes?
May I ask...
Extraordinary.
I'm
Dorothy.
What can you...
Darius Petrescu.
Not interested.
Darius.
I'll leave... Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Някъде къде се скрие хайдат. Почна да готвим отвари да ги опратя.
Don't.
I'm not looking for what...
All right then, but
Clayton Darby claims he will...
I believe Clayton's correct. I've seen your type come.
Why the...
How can you...
Christina,
I don't like doctors.
considering
If it is going to...
you can put...
And you think that would work?
Tell me.
Are you joking with me?
I have no interest in...
Short story. The war...
I always thought I was the master of my...
You know, this money is not only for me. I don't know.
You seem...
Dorothy...
Goodbye. It's locked.
Dead inside. Sen gizli koyma ya.
Take a look. Don't be afraid.
False faith! Imprisoned by your daily routine!
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind,
Do you need any assistance?
It depends on the...
I am shocked that you would...
Forgive my suspicion.
Goodbye.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you.
If you...
Thank you, sir.
Christina Popper claims she sells her...
Of course I do. Her story...
Do you think things will ever...
I believe the situation can only improve.
Goodbye.
Fatigue, migraine, cold, bronchit. Как ще ги излекувам?
Pay me a glass and I'll be gentle. Pay me a
Ох, 14 лева. Аз ще оставя си гризет. Каквото е там гризет.
Even flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again?
Sir, wait. Don't you see we're on the same...
I'm nothing like you.
Yes, you are.
I have to admit your words have...
It's locked. What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable...
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people...
But why Lady Ashbury?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that...
Dr. Swan...
It's easy for you to say, Doctor.
So?
I know you're kind,
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Your place is...
Ne wiem, brate. То сега аз трябва да такова... Да запазим. Къде ли ще отворя? Добре, т.е. не искам все още да е...
It's locked, all right.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us.
Ама не искам.
Your heart...
Doctor,
Sir,
I know you.
you've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications.
Добре, бе. Само, че не мога да направя това, дето искам. А? Не. Една игра. Вампир се казва. Имаме в епика. Вампир, аз не съм доктор. Само, че това не е заключено. Доктор. И как така изведнъж се оказвам, това не се ли е знаел? Който сериал? Wonderland, не, Borderland, да, гледал съм. Знам го по-точно, не съм го гледал. Май бях гледал анимето, ама игралния не съм го гледал. Имаше аниме. Как се излиза от тук?
I cannot enter.
Сега мама ти стара. Чак на толкова. Много работи не съм гледал.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you.
The risk...
Doctor, you think your warning...
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions.
Ще спернем за сега, ще видим какво ще стане.
No.
Mesmerize левел. Втори левел мога да наложи хората.
Watch it! It's a killer!
Сподали.
Inhuman! Kill it!
Където е да всички тези.
Bloody monster! Finish it! Watch out! Shoot it! Want some of this?
Кажи да се. Малко изекай. Друг свят. Това имаше една топка или? Не, това беше друго. С топката, как се казваше? Трябваше да го видя. Трябваше да го видя. Трябваше да се сети, беше на много ясно. Бих ги го препоръчал.
В TikTok ми излезе.
Аха.
За някакви, колко там, 12 някакви такива убиеца, серийни убиеца.
На острова.
Не знам, на остров или
Hell's Paradise. Hell's Paradise.
Готвят по едно хапче, дето 12 часа ще умрат. Сфера да го изпият 12 хапчета преди 11 часа. Тоест всеки трябва да... Някой трябва да изтрепи всички, за да отвори корема и да изде хапчето.
Как изглежда главният герой или какви сили има?
Нямам представа. Той е някакъв TikTok, такъв само историята се разказва.
Значи не знам. Може и да не е това. Анемия. Някой има ли от вас? Анемия. Мигрена, бронхит. Аз съм вампир доктор. И ако някой е болен, мога първо да го излекувам, след това му изпия кръвта. Да, по-вкусно. Да, повече демидж. Повече XP. Кръвпийци. също ако изяждаш хората, преебаваш качеството на квартала. Става по-зле.
You again? What do you want this time?
Ами да, общо взето за всичко има плюсове и минуси.
Harry doesn't seem happy
Не знам.
living in
В такъв
Whitechapel.
случай, ако никой не е
Why
решиш,
did you
не
make
може да
him
дигнеш
come
левела и си
I've
много
always
слаб.
put my son's
Да играеш
interests
става
above
по-трудно.
everything else.
You really love your...
He's my pride and...
Since the...
No one will ever take my son away from me.
Do you...
Only one.
Само ти хитове за това, що нищо не мога да питам. Сега дядето трябва да излекува, да говоря това с него.
Goodbye.
И трябва да излекувам баща му. Ще подобра качеството.
Good evening, Harry. May I...
Sure. Even my dreams
Гледаш
are
стрива,
soaked
май не.
with gloom.
Ти цъкаш Warcraft.
So,
I'm not bo-
do you need any medical help?
Yes, I do. I'm...
Goodbye, young man.
Even my dreams...
Ще опаеш.
Те я намерих. Ама не намерих. Няма трябва да я спикираш.
Fancy pie.
You never...
И изтреп.
Joe...
I've known Joe for...
What can...
Carlos?
Почти го бях минал. И нещо много се
It's never...
We've all had...
And no...
No, but...
What do you know?
Harry's a good...
What trouble...
Despite...
Тя се избяга. То не избяга, но там out of bounds изляза си от...
Do you need help?
I only...
Goodbye.
Кой ще трябва да излекувам? Мама ви мръсна. А то също това означава, че е болен, не че...
I know it's hard to...
You're late. You again?
Goodbye.
You again?
Goodbye. Hello, Mr.
Hello, Doctor.
Ще се тебе до мая.
If you...
We've not...
I...
Tell me everything you know.
I do not believe in it.
Are you not?
She is...
Are you in...
Done. She's...
You say...
Well...
So, Dorothy...
Like...
She seemed...
More...
Tell me...
I do not...
How did...
I'm her old...
You mean occupied room?
Really?
I know...
I know...
But remember...
But it's...
Do you...
No.
Don't be a...
It's...
This...
No.
Принципен е законно в нормалния свят.
Tell me...
Правиш трансплантации.
Goodbye, Mr.
Ако
Petrescu.
някой трябва да ти е близък човек, трябва да ти е роднина. Не мога да ти е приятел.
Ама ако нещо пукне, примерно и постъпи някакъв такъв случай.
Пукни, да.
Бъдат съгласие, ако...
Принцип е така, да.
Се знаеш, че с такива продукции можеш.
Не си знал. Кои други сте разочаровали? Как? Нека да няма. Така. Те няма смисъл се разправят с дилърите малките. Кое е проблем? Да се разправят с малките дилъри. Разбира се. Тъй като никой не мога да фана. Шефа им каза, трябва да фаните някой.
Good evening. And good evening. I'll leave you alone.
Вантиората не мога ги изнудиш. Евент. Това дори да имаше време, винаги ги спират тия неща. Той в Дявол можеше, в Лол можеше. Пак и дори да може китайците и индийците ще залият пазара много бързо.
Whoever left these marks did so.
Kill it, boy!
Мишката и да ми се сменят таргет. Аз специално мога да не съм локнат към никой. Сейф тогава да ги изстрелвам.
It's locked.
All
right.
Члениш пъзели.
Кой иска да играеш? Кери?
Блейд. Не, Кири е работа, брат, не конта, няма че.
Как го пишеш, че в момента в CS? Или някой друг е бил? Не знам, в Discord така ми излезе, че някой беше в CS.
Вече е мъгла да си.
Може. Право. Само с две ръце.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Значи има един дебел Питър Крич.
I have this thirst for blood.
Винаги има нещо. Викам да ще половин час по-рано, е така да се почувствам човек. Какво половин час по-рано, 6:30, много колегите се тръгна в 8 и нещо. Докато му намери оня грешките от някакви бонуси, които май. И ти нали заключиш, аз то е. Да, е. Си какво ми кажеш, че ти излиза, като ти излиза бонусите? Той нали каза, да ми излиза. Дава бонусите, ти излиза. После аз съм нашата. Аз седи, брат, аз мога да си върна. Няма си трима човека в няма бонусите. Три компютъра имаме, три компютъра няма, много да намерим един част от това, как се Тия, брат, е 0,5, 0,6, да се налага да работи с това.
Yeah. Бронхит, пневмония, аз вече ще излекувам всякакви болести. Много добър. Сега ще ги излекувам всички щастни души. Всяко болен нещастници. Бронхит. Астма.
The swan.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello. Yes?
Do you need some help?
Um,
Well,
free drugs from an English doctor.
tell me.
I do.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Мистер Петреско, те сам. Ще мога да събера още работи.
Well,
Good evening.
Dorothy.
That's fine.
What can I...
I hope.
Yes.
Why? Tell me.
But it's not...
Do you...
Jonathan.
Do-
I mean... I'm a...
Do you...
You've...
Are you not...
I'm...
Goodbye.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening.
Do you need medical
The nutrition of my mind is more important than...
I'll leave you alone, sir. Hello. Tell me. Hello, Camellia. Come on, girl. Smile. Very well. Hello again. Very well.
Lady Ashbury.
Good evening. Goodbye, man. Good evening.
It's my...
I'm
I'm
What?
Not my... I'm a tea...
I...
Yes.
What...
I have...
Is there something in particular?
Some of the staff were not especially...
Tell me more.
The ambulance driver was quite rude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite...
She charged you?
Yes.
I
don't expect...
Goodbye. Good evening.
No.
Really?
I don't want to talk,
I suppose that this...
Yes.
Could you at least...
Mortimer.
How...
So
I'll let...
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
Why did your mother have you
My mother just wants the best for me.
Stop. Is your...
That's tempting, Doctor.
How
So painful.
I'm sure...
Not really.
I see.
Yes, maybe.
How...
So painful.
I have to...
I'm alright. Don't waste your time.
Good evening, Doctor.
I am...
Please...
I'd rather not...
As long as you're
You're not the first...
What made...
I'm not a...
It's always a pleasure.
This epidemic may be the set...
What can...
Well, it...
You...
I'm
Question true.
Well...
Do you want...
Oh, no.
I see. Goodbye, Doc. Good evening. I see. Tell me about the... Strict... What do you... Tell me. I was more...
I'm a cop.
I won't...
Are you
In others... Goodbye.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. What blundering it.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's Sue.
Nurse...
I wish I...
You... How...
were long in...
You're right. How...
Well, not well. Milton's...
Why did...
I don't...
Good... Good evening.
Good evening.
Why do you have such a mediocre rep?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here.
I know it's a difficult task.
I've seen...
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How is this?
You want it?
So...
I've been... It's a... Yesterday.
You...
Go there.
Are you...
And why not?
But you're not...
You keep...
Good...
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed.
Hiding your true appetites behind...
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan.
So in the end...
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning...
I see.
I must confess...
I'm so disappointed.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how...
Well, you were full of surprises.
I believe...
And since a lady always keeps her...
Why does Dr. Swansea...
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our... hunger.
What do you...
The brother... As you...
I know that...
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen.
And who but...
My mate...
Ver-
A lady...
Why did...
I could hardly...
We...
No.
What?
Not a...
I've been...
Things have got...
What is...
Fear.
The-
Yes. Immortals are of a...
Will they all be as...
I do not see...
That's...
Vampire.
Do you know...
You...
What do you...
Every now...
When
Though I can't... They have... More...
I've been...
Hush.
Me? How?
Only...
I...
That is... I've... Such... Yes. How...
I bid you... I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient. Good evening.
So it is true.
Do we know it?
Actually, yes.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember.
He was also very confident.
What
This hospital...
All this. Check.
Good evening.
Dr. Reed.
What?
Summer...
Tell me,
Nurse...
You really seem to admire...
I'll go even further.
Any opinion of...
I don't always agree with doctors.
Ah, yes.
Don't get me wrong.
What is the...
This hospital is not exact...
It's more...
Don't be...
Да, мама, все уж ты кажешь.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, miss. I'm...
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
I beg you.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency?
You keep calling me
Well, Dr. Reed.
And why do you...
I don't need to believe anything.
Please.
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my...
I see. Have you ever heard of...
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a...
Delusional, you say?
I'm assuming...
It's only a cup.
Who?
I cannot say for sure.
This...
I'm not speaking of...
I see.
Thank you.
Who are you really?
Is that not enough for you?
I'm curious.
No, it's such a long time.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should... The flower's dying. It needs water. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are...
Not good.
And...
Sorry, Doctor.
Do you...
We are all...
I'm not the...
Brilliant professor.
Most...
It would be inappropriate.
Is...
Well...
Why should his...
I guess it...
Nurse Brannigan.
No.
Why does Dr. Tippett...
If it wasn't for him, I probably...
Dr. Tippett does not think it...
If you're suggesting...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening.
Doctor...
Do you need any...
Come on.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran.
No. We must keep...
Nurse Brown, you don't have to blame... Goodbye. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying.
Do you need any...
I'm afraid.
Our job brings us in...
That's easy.
Goodbye, Milton. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
Do you require...
I will... I'll...
Goodbye.
Good evening.
Do you need...
I'm afraid...
Not under...
Thank you.
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening. Is there anything...
Rick?
Unfortunately... Goodbye.
Reads me like a book. I'll never...
Good evening, sir.
Unless you're here to fix my face.
I'm Dr. Reed.
You guessed right.
How is...
Oh, it's blood.
Can I ask...
It's the pain, sir.
Can I do...
Nurses get...
Who is...
Nobody since...
You don't see...
My face.
Where were you...
I really don't want to talk.
No offense.
You were...
How close are you to...
To wait for her next nibble is the best...
Aren't you afraid?
She's quite harmless.
So do you let her bite you?
And why not? She's only supping a few...
She could decide to bite less...
Then it's another good...
You do?
In her madness.
Soldier.
Not really. I don't think you...
Goodbye for now.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
Good evening.
Dr. Reed.
What do you mean?
I was not...
You remain...
Thank you.
How did you...
I had... William.
You...
I'm just...
What is
The situation...
Has... Who...
Listen... Tom. Pip, how?
Who's
not?
What?
I'm on it.
Why?
That...
Are you...
Not at all.
How do...
I feel...
You're in good hands.
Thank you.
Have you...
Not really.
You never...
You're preaching to...
Goodbye, miss.
I'm in pain.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate. I cannot enter. Good evening.
Good evening.
Goodbye, nurse.